Oh boy.
So Flag, you got that counter hap ready that I mentioned earlier?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No, why don't we kick it off now? Reset. That's one. Flag is going to try and keep track of how many times we say the word reset during.
Yeah.
That's another. Well,
One more to the counter.
Do what?
One more to the counter then. And looks like Tayman's already reset again on Gary. Looks like they're both, or looks like Tayman is just looking for the optimal, like, first kill Gary, and he's just gonna keep resetting until he gets that. Meanwhile, FFR is opting to play it out right now.
He may have, like, his own personal limit before he does it, though. I actually haven't seen him play much this tournament. I don't know what his tendencies are in the early part of the game.
Yeah, I've seen to miss most of his matches as well somehow.
I know when you raced cards, there was like a huge difference between you two. You would typically play out the round, and then cards would basically reset if it didn't look too good out of the gate.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and mostly I just do whatever I want. Some days I reset heavy, most days I'm not. But from what I've seen so far, this game kind of favors playing a reset heavy, or just a reset heavy playstyle.
Well, for all the resetting they've done, they still haven't gotten past Gary yet.
Well, FFR looks like he might be good for this. Oh wait, no, Gary's gonna clear blue. Oh no.
Ooh, too slow. If that was a later stage, that would have been cleared.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, from every panel to pawn game, the way that this game balances difficulty is just the AI gets faster. The algorithm they use to make their moves is essentially the same, with a few differences here and there.
There are definitely a few differences. I've noticed plenty of times where it's a nice quick kill on Tayman's side. I've noticed at lower levels they tend to just make mistakes a lot more frequently and just do nothing more frequently. And there's a nice textbook quick kill from force kill from FFR. They're keeping pace pretty well with each other, with Tayman just keeping somewhat of a lead. Now I'm seeing Tayman, I'm not sure if he's trying to go for just the chain as long as you can, because that's usually the accepted strat for Tracy and beyond. I don't really think there's like an acknowledged strat besides that for the previous before the previous stages. It always seems to just top them off and get a brick low enough. And hope you get lucky.
Got an early kill on Misty, and so did
FFR.
It didn't look like FFR was going to get that at first because Misty cleared the left side garbage.
Yeah, but as we said before, as I just said a moment ago, the AI just kind of does its own thing until around, I'd say, maybe Eric.
Now it's almost like the first few stages is like an extension of very hard, and then you get into the real meat of the run a few stages in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's looking good for FFR.
It certainly is.
Yep, the AI ruined its only chance there with the yellow panels there.
The main issue I see with the drop a big chain, or just like even trying to quick kill or just even trying to kill the AI in general in these early stages, is that the AI kind of focuses into more of just chaining in the center. And so they leave these huge towers, which usually end up having a 3 combo on them that they can just get a quick clear off of.
Surprised
So that's some.
Tayman reset there because it looked like he still had a chance because Surge was down stacking still.
I'm not quite sure actually. I kind of missed that part. I was watching FFR over on the other side.
Usually when I commentate these, I'm watching more of the computer's side than anything else because I know these runners are good enough to send out big chains over and over again. And then you're really, at the highest level of these speedruns, you're almost watching your opponent as much as you are watching yourself.
Yeah, that's mostly it now. Well, it can also kind of depend on your play style, since some people like to set up long chains, and other people just like to watch or just make chains as they go, which makes it hard to watch the AI. But at the same time, it just kind of doesn't mean too much, because, yeah, Tayman and FFR just keep going. Because at the same time, when you clear a brick, that's a ton of time you get.
My skill in this has fallen off since a few years ago, but for me, it's like the main focus for me is just getting a chain big enough to top them off. It starts there, and if you can't do that, then you're in for a long ride.
For me, I prefer two. I really like to get out two real quick small chains because I've noticed that works a lot better for me. Of course, anything that works in this game is just most. It's just there's not really anything for that. But it looks like FFR is starting to pull ahead here with a full stage lead.
As we mentioned at the start, though, no lead is safe by any means. It doesn't take much for just one stage to just ruin your day.
Yeah, and then they can pull ahead, and then their stage can ruin their day. I think one of the worst things I've heard is 18 minutes on Bruno, I think it was.
I've had a couple of 10-minute Giovannis before. It's weird because everybody seems to have their own demon in this game, as it were.
Mine just unluckily happens to be Erica.
It's like for a lot of people, it's Tracy or Richie, but for me, it's Giovanni and Blaine. So it's like two next to Richie and Tracy.
I get Erica and Geo as well. I actually had a run the other day with a 10-minute Erica. But Tayman's finally moving on past the hardest character in the game, on to Koga.
Well, yep, it's just all over now for FFR. We might as well just give it up now.
I mean, he made it past Erica, so it all comes down to Giovanni now, apparently. Whoever beats Giovanni wins the game.
I mean, he basically invented Mewtwo, so it seems legit.
Yeah.
No, he might have something here for Blaine.
He's got clues.
Work harder, young one.
Tayman, on the other hand, is starting to catch up.
Yep, you can see there Koga did have a way out, but the AI looks top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see the cursor dance up and down, the dance of death there, they're looking as hard as they can to find something and just couldn't find it.
One thing I'm glad to be seeing is if they're going for a large chain strat, the most common reason why it'll reset is because they actually hit the meaty block, because the giant brick on top, because that just means that it's going to take probably, 30 seconds for it to fully clear that brick once? That's a ton of precious time.
And you only get one row of garbage per clear on that too, so not only does it take forever for it to clear, but it just takes forever to get another chain going.
Exactly. And then the other main reason I see resets is just because, well, it looks like Tayman caught up and FFR is just gonna move on ahead a little bit.
He finally got past the true final boss, that is Blaine.
Yeah, but we still got Geo,
Oh yeah, that's true.
the hidden final boss.
Then what's
Extra
Mewtwo?
boss. Mewtwo's,
Optional super boss.
yeah, he's like Butch and Cassidy in Line Clear.
Tayman's roaring back into this game after being tripped up by Erica.
I know, it's crazy, but I think this'll do it for... No, he's got blues again. And then he'll just clear with greens right on the top. Oh, no.
Or he will throw it away.
Thank you, Tracy.
Those words were never said by anybody until today.
I'm sure if you look in the show hard enough, listening, I'm proving you're wrong. Maybe.
You're speculating.
Yeah, you got me.
It's a lot of hard speculation there. So once in a while, like, I notice some runners like to go for ridiculous chains, like ones that require either a frame perfect or a couple of 1 or 2 frame tricks to get. For me personally, I get them often enough that I go for them even though I probably shouldn't in some cases, but it just feels so good when you get it.
Oh, that rocket clear. Thankfully, you might still move on.
Second
Let's just
tier,
look at
maybe?
the... Oh, yeah.
Didn't find it.
Nope.
No, but I'm busy with something else.
Yeah, I go for those, and then I go for even more ridiculous strats from time to time. And it looks like...
Tracy might have a way out. Nope.
No. That red heart was one to the left. There was a very slim chance they would have gone for it, but who knows? This is... Depending on... Okay, yeah, this is gonna... Did he send enough? Will he drop it?
It didn't
No.
look like he popped him off. Oh, the
One
perfect.
line.
Can we get some one more lines in chat? I think that's... Or wait, I don't know if we have that in speed gaming. We don't. Well, somebody post it anyway, and we'll pretend that it's there.
Okay.
Thank you, person.
There you go. Chat's always got our back. So Tayman keeping toe-to-toe with FFR here.
FFR's just kept the lead, but here's a chance for Tayman to finally pull ahead if he gets what he wants.
What?
And there we see him going for the frame perfect, but actually, is that one? I don't know if that one's frame perfect, but nope. That one's free, Tayman. Come on.
This is one where I would reset on for sure, just because if you drop your chain early on, it's like, well, you're gonna fight through garbage.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier, with where I like to just throw 2 quick chains out. If they fight back at that, then you don't have enough garbage, and you want to reset, because otherwise you have to work through their big brick that they just sent you. And that'll just be a really long ping-pong match that no one wants to play. Maybe you do. Once in a while, those are fun.
Well, before the days of reset strats and knowing the best methods for killing the AI, and it was just like, well, send a large chain and eventually you win, we would call that swag time, where you just try and pull off amazing chains.
And I see that's mostly what Tayman's trying to do, but I'm afraid he didn't send anything. Yeah, he did not send like or he barely sent anything.
Yeah, that was
quick kill.
Giovanni giving them the business here.
And FFR fighting to keep that chain alive. Is it gonna be worth it here? Ooh, it's not. Oh, it will. Yeah, it's not.
Nope.
We'll give him props for that chain, though. That was pretty quick thinking there.
Oh my god, okay.
And Tayman seems to be struggling with garbage now. Hopefully he can get back in, or just get back into the game here.
Yeah, if you... Sometimes... I feel like at least once in a run, there's like one stage that'll just give you problems and kind of tilts you a little bit. So, you know, once you finally get past that stage, it's like, okay, now I can finally play the game again. It's like FFR lucked out a little bit there.
Yeah, with the 18-second Geo, that's pretty good. But followed after what all he just did. So I guess he's going to be our winner since he finally made it past the big boss.
I didn't know Snake was in this game.
Yeah, he actually invented Mewtwo.
I think we're making up lore here.
Nonsense. Oh. You can just get one more line in
one
there.
more
I don't
line.
Think, yeah, he doesn't have enough time.
He had just enough time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's second tier up there.
And then
Richie
finally
had all
opting
kinds
to
of
play a stage out. Yeah, I wanted to say that Thomas is on to the final stretch now, but we said before, there's no stretch in this game. Anything is gonna last. Any match has potential to last forever. This is an interesting setup. This could kill Richie if he. Let's see what he does with the greens. No, that's a kill.
I think Richie is like, I can't move the garbage, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he looked like he was just getting the clears since they were just right there, but still.
Come on, Giovanni.
How good are
So far, jumping out to a two-stage lead here, seems to be getting back in the groove.
And that could either mean a lot or not a lot in this, because as you've seen, the AI moves a lot faster now, but that also means they have a lot easier time clearing their side of the screen. So even if he makes it past Giovanni, he could just get three quick stages in a row.
Earlier there, I'm not sure if FFR cut off his chain on purpose or if it was a mistake. It looked like it might have been on purpose, just because he had the setup for Lorelei to be topped off, but Lorelei just downstacked.
And there, his chain got cut off, but if he's lucky enough, yeah, this might... Nope, the green right there.
I know I've had a few games where you drop your chain and you feel like you barely sent over any garbage, but it ended up being enough.
I've had that in some of my tournament matches. I
It's
ended
like-
up getting a 12-second 12-second Bruno because of one of those.
Like, just imagine if speedruns for this game just come down to grinding for the, whoops, I sent over the X4 chain with a few combo blocks and hope you get the kill.
Not even that. I have a Mewtwo. I think it's in my current PB. I sent 2 chains, a 3 chain, and a 4 combo. So that's just 6 lines of garbage that managed to win.
I feel like that's what the Tetris attack task does, is it just throws over a bunch of small stuff, but a lot of it. and it just ends up being perfect.
Yeah, the difference there is that it's dropping. I would assume it's trying to do a huge combo to drop that at least, just for the well. At the later stages, you don't have to worry so much because they top themselves off earlier. And here we go. We're finally seeing some progression again. Playing super risky over there. And I see he has the mystery, or someone has the mystery chains on.
The world will be mine.
That's what we call forky strats.
The world will be mine.
And I'd like to just give a shout out to both runners for using the correct tile set here.
Agreed. The classic tile set.
The world will be mine.
Ooh, that's a good setup for Bruno there.
It's a good Bruno kill, you mean?
FFR pulling way in the lead now. 4 stages. But, as always, Mewtwo could have something to say about that.
At this point, I'm wondering what's going through Tayman's mind. If he's just... Seed's at 2 minutes, I'm wondering if he's just going to consider playing this out. Because this could be it.
Oh
Nope,
my
that's
God,
not.
no way.
God,
No way.
Yeah,
you've got
that's
to be.
it.
You've got to be kidding me.
How good are you?
I mean, come on. This is just not fair. Like, give me something.
With Mewtwo, well, like you mentioned, you got that quick kill with a few small chains and a combo or two.
Yeah,
Tayman finally
Jesus
defeating
Christ,
Geo,
game.
there we go.
so now he
14
can.
seconds, Geo, and just ignore everything before it. Nice quick kills, hey. Good job.
And like doing that with Mewtwo is just
God, maybe
a really
9
risky
minutes.
proposition.
9 minutes really appropriate.
Something I
It's
mentioned, something I mentioned earlier. The AI at the earlier stages just clears mostly in the middle, so they leave these giant towers on the edge. If one of the later AIs do that, they'll usually leave a tower on one side, and that's usually ends up how you get the quick kill. Like you can see over on Bruno's side, they just kind of down stack
Are you
from one
kidding
tower,
me?
or from the 2 towers they have on both sides.
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, Mewtwo doesn't have the luxury of resets though, so kind of got to work with what you're dealt with.
Mm-hmm. And this could be...
This should be. Oh.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, we have to
Unless it
wait for
goes
the
second
second
tier.
tier. Oh, no. No, he's good. He's good.
All right, on to Mewtwo. The Tayman's gotta feel like he's behind with how long he's spent on Geo.
Well, they're both on a pretty fast pace, so with 23 minutes in at Richie, that's not too bad for a race.
Mm-hmm. FFR dropped his chain, but it looks like he's getting back into it.
Alright guys, they're not randomizing this. Don't worry about it.
It's already randomized.
Tayman missing the drop strat again.
Are you kidding me?
And
Oh,
that
no.
still worked. I'm upset. And Tayman's got to feel upset too, but I'm upset for him as well. And just one more line. Come on.
Oh no.
Ah,
Not enough topped off there.
Are you?
you know, I wouldn't mind doing a PPL
Whatever,
randomizer.
I'll just
How would
lose
that
the
even work?
first one.
Imagine getting Erica and Geo out of the way first, and then having the best run of your life.
What would be on the pedestal, though?
Mewtwo.
Okay.
Ooh, this. Okay, he figured it out, and there it is for FFR.
24-minute S hard run. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
My
a really
goodness.
good run.
Spent a lot. Tayman just got stuck on Geo, and that just ended up being the deciding factor.
Mm-hmm. And he's stuck with dropping the chains early again.
Don't give up.
Well, this could be... no? Oh yeah, no, this isn't gonna work. Never mind.
So here's an idea for a PPL randomizer. Each stage gives a random speed and difficulty.
Oh god. Also randomize the block RNG.
Randomize the stop time while we're at it.
Okay.
And sometimes the ball code is turned on.
Oh god. You gotta test every single time.
I can't be stopped, Shadowy. The ideas are flowing.
Block RNG, because
Randomize the stop time
imagine
while we're
if you
at it.
swap combos and chains.
Sometimes the ball code is turned on. That'd be so silly.
You gotta test. Alright, it looks like they're both, or it looks like Tayman's opted to give FFR, or is just opted to quit this run. Hopefully he remembers to reset his timer.
Oh, and then we can have randomized Pokemon too.
Oh boy,
You know, mate.
I can finally use Mewtwo's Bulbasaur.
Yes. I could finally use Magneton.
Three Persians. Kirara knows what's up.
Now let's also randomize the voice sets for every Pokemon and every trainer.
Man, I sure can't wait to fight Erica's Cloyster.
And while Erica has a Giovanni voice.
Exactly. No, I got it. Erica with Tracy's voice fighting her Cloyster with Cloyster noises. And they're off. And you see FFR didn't really send enough, but and then Tayman over there just barely
Oh,
Gary, he gets pinned and Gary just happened to have that clear lined up.
sometimes it just comes down to what the garbage decided to give them. FFR is seeming to be having a little bit of trouble getting anything going.
Yeah. He's also getting some really difficult patterns to deal with. Some of this is really annoying to diffuse and just even notice.
And if you play the game long enough, you'll notice a lot of the different opening patterns you can get.
I haven't been paying attention to any of the opening patterns. I just play it all by ear. Or by sight, I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's random, but there's like a method to the randomness.
I've noticed that in marathon mode. I haven't noticed anything in this.
Well, it's like you're pretty much guaranteed to always have options for a 4 combo and other things like that at the start.
You would think that, but I've had times where I've had to raise the stack for a 4 combo, and it was really weird.
Alright.
Seems that they both made it to Brock now, though, which is good.
Now, something I actually don't know, does it take more time for the AI to pick the third Pokemon?
Are you asking if it actually wastes time?
Yeah.
I am pretty sure it does. I have gotten like a 15-second time on a stage that lost time. Ooh, Tayman I feel like should have played that out. He was in a good spot. You'll
Yeah,
notice... Yeah. You'll
pretty
notice
trigger happy.
that or if you haven't noticed, when you drop the 4 combo, the AI is trying to clear the lowest brick, is where these quick kills that they're trying to go for come from. If that brick is touching the very bottom of the screen, the AI will actively ignore that brick and just keep on clearing above. So Tayman was in a good position because the AI would have raised twice and then
Oh
pinned
my God.
itself. FFR's moving on to Misty now. And once in a while, they'll treat the brick that's touching the ground as an actual block and try to
Really?
swap blocks through it, and it's pretty
Like,
fun to
we're
watch
getting low
that.
on Brock. In a race. Is this
FFR
what we
trying to
really
opt
need?
to continue the chain with the mid-air catches, but it didn't work out. Alright, this Brock could be good for Tayman. Well, no.
Hey,
Brock figured
maybe,
things
like,
out
this
again.
side, maybe?
Oh, wait, no, there we go.
And that's why you don't reset immediately.
Exactly.
How many are we at? Or have you lost track?
I lost track. I closed the counter a while ago. Let me just press it a bunch of times, see what I come up with. We're at 27 now. Well, the reason why he's resetting is, even though the opponent's screen is touching the top, that doesn't mean you lose necessarily. There's this thing we call a stop timer, where if the enemy is doing no meaningful actions, which are tiles are currently in motion, as in they're falling or being swapped, or bricks are clearing, then the stop timer will be counting down, and once that reaches 0, you lose. And the reason why they keep resetting is because the AI will clear the lowest brick, which... That's why they send the 2-4 combos, which sends those tiny bricks to the bottom of their screen. And if they can't get a clear on those, the AI just kind of gives up. Because if they clear the giant brick up there, that means they're in for a long match, since they have to wait for the entire thing to clear out each and every time they make a clear on the brick.
Just think, 24 minutes into the last game, we were done, and we're sitting here about 25% into that time, and not even past Misty yet.
Alright, they can clean up through this. I believe in one of them. Not sure who yet. One of them will do it. Maybe FFR, since he just made it past Misty.
Commentator's curse.
That's why I said maybe. Of course, the commentator's curse doesn't care about that.
Tayman finally getting past Misty there as well. So Misty being the first wall of this run for both runners. Who do you think is going to be the next wall in this one?
Erica.
It's always Erica. I think I'll go with Bruno this time. It's a pretty safe bet.
Erica. Then I want to throw a random one in there before Geo. Erica, Rocket, Geo. Then no issues till Bruno.
Yeah, Tetris Attack S hard is like there's a fatal flaw in Tetris Attack's AI, in that it does not move the cursor while garbage is clearing. So oftentimes they don't have enough time to react to the garbage that falls. So the optimal strat for Tetris Attack most of the time is to quickly throw enough garbage to top them off, and then you usually win.
Usually, but occasionally you'll get a Bowser who does fourth tier on you.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to talk about the Nintendo Puzzle Collection version, that's a whole different level of nonsense.
I still have no clue about that one.
So it's basically like PPL, except the combo garbage doesn't fall first.
Why? You're scaring me, Alta.
That's what it is. I actually think the play with Paneled Upon on Puzzle Collection is to throw a few combos at the beginning and hope that they don't end their chain early. So you'll have the combo blocks fall first.
I think you can see that, yeah. Now, if we want to talk about unfair, we can mention Puzzle Challenge. I don't know what that Surge was doing, but it seems that he gave the win to Tayman there. How long have we been on Erica now? I want to know how right I'm gonna be.
It's about 3 minutes, I want to say, maybe a little under.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was Surge. Yeah, I don't know. We'll start with Tayman here. That was about the 10-minute mark.
Well, there goes the... Well, maybe. Let's see how this turns out.
Looks good.
No.
And just not enough garbage.
Tayman's looking nice over there.
Yep. That should be it. Tayman has slain the beast.
How lucky.
Do you choose to battle me?
I'm kidding, though.
Work harder, young one.
And now FFR is moving on, too.
We are not beat yet.
So it took Tayman about a minute. I'm not sure about FFR. I didn't notice when he got into Erica.
We are not beat
So it
yet.
seems like they have different beasts right now. To put them at 11 minutes at Koga.
We are not beat yet. We are not beat yet. We are not beat yet.
It's almost a little annoying when the AI drops their chain a little early, though that might actually work.
Yeah. Is this good? Yeah. That's
How
gonna
did
be a
that
kill.
not clear the garbage?
They were still attached to a clearing thing, so
That was a very strange timing there.
I see it a bunch from the AI. They try to get the clear underneath, but they're not thinking always. This might, no, that's not gonna,
We are not.
they're gonna drop reds and then, yeah.
We are not. Do you choose to battle me?
And FFR raising all the way to the top this time. Getting a lot of combos in there. Preparing the big chain. I see he's starting to shift to the large chain and just drop everything down.
Oh, that's real.
What?
Oh no! I thought that would have been it.
Yes.
That's cheating, Sabrina. You're not allowed to do that.
Where? Do you choose?
Okay, listen
There we
to
go.
you. Sabrina didn't want to be called out for being a cheater.
Work harder, young one.
Good on her for finally listening. Ooh. Oh no, he already sent some garbage, but yeah, no, that is his garbage since he got the fast draw. And Tayman moving on to Sabrina now.
About a 2.5 minute Koga for Tayman.
Play with
Yeah.
me.
No.
Also, you really want to be careful when you're getting that first set or that first 4 combo because if you can make it into a 7 combo really easily if you're not paying attention. And what's bad about that is it just drops a full-length brick, which means nothing's gonna reach the bottom.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario at the start.
Play with me.
If you get the 7 at the start, it's almost like, well, do I even want to continue this?
It's either you're feeling lucky or you're gonna reset it.
You won't. You won't. Play with me.
No.
Way to go!
Hypno. Hypno.
Way to go!
This looks like it might be good on, wait, no, he's gonna downstack and then so he can clear the diamonds on one side.
Yep, there's the purples.
You won't.
Tayman seems to be having difficulty topping off his opponent on a regular basis.
Yeah, that can happen from time to time. Once you start, if you don't set up your chains, if you just try to catch everything as it's going, that can be very taxing, just even mentally. So to the point where you just kind of stop doing everything, and you start dropping everything if you're not thinking 3 steps ahead.
It looks like a good setup for FFR. And it sure
was.
is.
You won't.
Meanwhile, Sabrina's not giving away to anything right now. Well, maybe that.
Oh, yep, that should seal it.
My Pokemon rule!
Red, hot, and ready. Charmeleon.
And we're halfway through now, finally. Well, what happened to FFR's side?
Not sure.
Yeah, there we go. We're good now. Don't worry about it, guys. Everything's fine.
And suddenly he's at Mewtwo.
Charmeleon.
Mewtwo's a lot more green than I remember.
It's a shiny Mewtwo.
Oh, okay.
Is Mewtwo even green than shiny? I don't even know what a shiny Mewtwo looks like.
Well, he's green for now until we're proven wrong.
Oh, it actually is green.
See, we can't be proven wrong. And this is a really good lane. Well, if he had actually sent it enough, this would have been a really good lane. Oh yeah.
Oh, still
Still a
got
good
it.
one. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I thought
And-
Blaine was toying with him for a second.
Nope.
I'm a Pokemon
And if that hadn't worked, Tayman would have been dead there. So they're keeping it close again, but at the cost of plenty of time.
Way to go!
In the AI, no, Tayman's finally getting the drop strats. But Tracy doesn't care, he just clears it instantly. And thankfully,
Way to go!
We'll have,
This might
we'll have a resync here in a moment for FFR when there's a good opportunity.
Tayman's getting got a nice Tracy just now, but it was Tracy being nice, and Tayman just still struggling with garbage and just trying to send anything. This looks like it might be good if he can keep it up. Yep. And he's just gotta wait on Tracy. And no, Tracy's not being nice still anymore.
Go, 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 go! Let's get going.
Way to go! Way to go! Way to go!
And well, there it is. Finally getting past Rocket and FFR getting, tripping over my words here. Tayman getting past Tracy and FFR getting past Rocket.
Way to go!
Now we can't do that, Dallas, because it wasn't a dream after all, Pikachu. We really did win. That's the end cutscene that plays, by the way. I don't know if we're gonna get to see that today. I'm scared of this. No, it's gonna work. Tayman catching up again.
Congratulations, you won. How good are you?
Alright, and now they've just been keeping it close, so I'm still not, or it's puzzling, so you can never really tell who's gonna be winning. And it looks like Giovanni just doesn't want to get anything started on his side, so he's gonna be in a good position to clear. Probably? Yeah, there he goes. And Giovanni on Tayman's side is just, well, he just needed that one more line. He barely had enough room to raise the stack there. He actually gets, no, he's gonna get the star. But he runs out of stop time. That's really rare to see in these later stages.
I'm ready, are you?
And Tayman's actually taking the lead for once.
Word called me. Sorry about that. Alright, where are we at here? Tayman in the lead.
Yeah, Giovanni ran out of stop time while about to make it clear. So that happened.
That looks like a kill to me right there, though.
Yeah.
Dance of death.
Tayman's still struggling, but the AI is being nice to him. Not sure how long that's gonna last here, though.
I'm ready. Are you? Pikachu.
You gotta wonder if the previous time is in Tayman's head at all. Like, 24 minutes was the time that FFR got in
Yeah,
the previous one.
I think that he might have mentioned earlier, but I think he actually watches the stream to see where his opponent is at. And if you so he might have an idea. I don't know about FFR though, but FFR seems like he's just gonna keep on trucking no matter what. And this could be good. Nope, yeah, there was the hearts. I missed it. But on FFR's side, this is looking. No, he's still got. This is looking nice. Yeah, there we go.
Don't give up. I'm gonna win. Don't give up. I'm gonna win.
So, a couple lead changes this race.
I'm ready. Are you? Way to go.
Getting close to my prediction of this game's wall, but it doesn't appear I'm going to be right, at least so far, because we've had some pretty sizable walls already.
Almost everybody's been a wall to someone at this point. Team Rocket, I think, might have been the exception, but still, FFR was at them for what, a minute, 2 minutes? I'm not sure.
Don't give it. I'm ready. Are you? Way to go! Who's the best?
And FFR starting to his lead back up again with that quick kill.
He seems to just turn it up in the late stages.
Don't give up a win. Don't give up. I'm gonna win.
And here we go, a good Bruno too.
Yep,
Too quick one.
he just gets past Richie, and then it's just steps on the gas.
Don't give up. I'm gonna win. Don't give up. Way to go. Don't give up. Pikachu. Way to go. Don't give up.
Oh, is that right? The winner gets to face you, Flag.
Yep, I get to finally get knocked out of this tournament.
Don't.
Get to go
Are you
back
sure you're not just scouting out your opponent here?
You.
I'm sure.
Pikachu.
Who would want to miss this glorious TF2 update right now?
Way to go. Pika. Pikachu. Pika. 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 Who's the best?
This might be a nice Richie. Well, no, if he had gotten the 4 combo, that would have been nice.
I'm ready. Are you?
So it's just down to the final 2 stages for FFR, and Tayman needs to make a pretty sizable comeback if he wants to catch up here. It's not out of the question, but
Don't give up.
stranger things have happened.
I'm ready. Are you?
But
And...
oh, is
No,
oh
what?
Gary threw it away. Gary
What?
threw it away.
No, there. Well, no, still could have gotten it in top or second tier. That's a really rare occurrence, but still, I haven't seen the AI do that before.
A classic that's never happened before, right here on Speed Gaming.
Don't give up. I'm ready. Are you?
Mewtwo is not wanting to start any.
He's-
Well, no, there's
He's
the start of
extending this
something.
as far as he can. This is actually looking pretty good.
No, I don't think this is gonna work unless he runs out. No, he's gonna. Yeah, the green circles.
Yeah.
And then he gets a free clear there.
Alright, Tayman. Mewtwo's buying you time. Now's the time to come back.
Alright, how many minutes is this Mewtwo gonna be? Take your guesses now.
1 minute.
Good guess. That's it. FFR is gonna move on to winner or losers finals, right? No, losers semis.
Way to go!
$1, Bob.
I'm ready. Are you?
Well, FFR are throwing out a couple sub 30 times to take this one.
Yeah, I was a bit afraid of what this one was gonna be after those first 3 matches, but I'm glad that it still finished in under 30 over here.
I'm ready. Are you? Pikachu. Pika, way to go!
Do we have any other matches scheduled tonight, or is this the only one?
This is the only one. Right now, we can't really schedule anything since we already have winners finals has been played out, so we already know who's going to be in grand. So it's just whoever plays this plays me, and then after that match, they get to play Forky, and then whoever wins that gets to play cards. Ooh, that is a really rough Richie. I'm going to see how that could have played out though. Still,
Are we gonna have an interview, or how's that gonna work?
I'm not sure what's on the schedule for tonight.
I'm gonna win! My Pokemon rule!
Let me just ask
ready?
here, see if I get to respond. So I don't know how tight a schedule we're on right now. Alright, looks like it's up to runner's discretion.
Can't win 'em all.
The next event, do you mean more Link to the Past randomizer?
Can't win 'em all. Can't
Who
win 'em
isn't down for some Link to the Past randomizer
Ready?
all day, every day? I'll be honest here.
That seems to be what speed gaming is. Link to the Past and friends.
I'm gonna take you down.
Link to the Past and Friends 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the new channel names.
I'm still waiting for Speed Gaming 8 the Ocho.
Why did they even show on that up?
Can't.
It would probably just be more Link to the Past, but I think this is where you'd like have all the really meme categories go.
Okay. So you're saying I could host an air control tournament there?
That's a different department.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it would be giant Spectre Knight races.
Oh god.
Can't win them all.
Or Pokemon Puzzle League Randomizer.
That too.
Can't win them all.
When are we getting our Puzzle League randomizer? Diesel threw out the idea. I want to see someone make it happen. We got plenty ideas flowing around in this stream already.
You could do what Link to the Past does and, like, get different sprites from different games. You know, let's get Tetris Attack voices in there, too.
Yeah, why not? One thing that would actually be interesting is if they do mess with the garbage system, because if you notice, the garbage blocks are guaranteed to give you a clear in this or in Puzzle League. Oh, is this? Yeah, there we go. There's a Lorelei clip here.
What if the Pokemon you pick determines the garbage patterns, like in Puzzle Fighter?
Oh god.
Comes
What if you get all Dan, and then you just get nothing but red panels?
Are guaranteed to give you a. You raise up, you got 6 red panels. It's a free clear. Is this?
It'd be one hell of a retaliation. Fighter. What if you get all Dan, and then you...
I'd like to give a quick PSA that we don't encourage driving and chatting at the same time here.
Don't text and drive, Forky.
Also being a bit more blunt about it.
That's what I do.
That's a really rude Bruno right there, but Tayman keeping it alive still. Ooh, with that nice drop as well. But Bruno just doesn't want to be cooperative today. And it looks like we're putting on some tunes here. Is he gonna play this one out? That should have been... Does he? Oh, he could have ran out of stop time there. That would have been interesting. And oh no, he's got diamonds. I was gonna say this should be it, but he's gonna clear it. One thing I forgot to mention is another meaningful action is screen shake. Even though it doesn't seem meaningful, you cannot die while your side of the screen is shaking. So that's like a fairness measure just to prevent you from dying as soon as the brick touches the bottom of the screen. Oh, that just means one less person I have to fight. Thanks, Forky. This is an interesting setup. Will it work out though? No, it's not because of the stars. Seems that Tayman's opting to play this one out. Well, he's making me eat my own words there. He doesn't seem to want to take anything past a minute 40 is what I've been noticing. Seems like everyone each has their own limit. Alright, and final two here now for Tayman. Just have to hope for no Mewtwo chokes and that we can get past Gary too, and they're pretty quickly here.
It's gonna be a 16-second Mewtwo, just you wait.
Commentator's curse. He called me out on it, now it's gonna happen. I wonder what he's trying to do there with that swap. Was he just trying to end the chain early? Because this could be good if he gets enough garbage down, which I think he will. Yeah. There's
Textbook.
And now I'm hoping Mewtwo doesn't make Alta eat his words over here. But at the same time, that would be pretty funny for me.
Was it 16 seconds or 16 minutes? I don't know what I said.
Alright. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon then. Well, Oh, he probably just misaligned the chain, because that, once in a while, you just get too comfortable and just kind of forget what you're doing. So it looks like we're in for a long Mewtwo if he doesn't get his stack up high enough and send something. Yeah, it looks like Tayman's gonna have a tough time with this Mewtwo over here. At least he's using. At least Mewtwo's being kind enough to not send anything major, so Tayman gets the chance to raise his stack and actually fight back. Because Mewtwo could have easily just dropped a large chain and just kind of made you play his game. Okay, this is...
That's looking good. Yep. End of the line.
There we go. Alright, I'm glad that Tayman actually fought through that to finish a run. Because it can feel pretty demoralizing to get onto a tournament and just never finish either of your runs.
Yeah. Well, GG to the runners here.
I need to see if we're doing an interview at all.
Well, FFR sounds like he wants to be in on this.
Okay, so I guess we are then. And Tayman with the 15-15 over there. Good try, good effort, Tayman. Hey there. Hey Tayman, congrats on the 15-15. Oh no, that's Thomas that joined. There we go, we got both of them.
Oh. Yo, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Thomas. Hey, Flag.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty
GG,
good.
guys.
I just want to congratulate myself on that world record right there with the 15-54. Because if you take the 40-10, and that's Canadian, we convert it to American, you get a world record.
My God.
You get a world record of 1554.
But keep in mind that FFR is also Canadian right now, so we also have to convert his time.
I feel like that would put me at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already converting your time, so...
I don't see the
So,
logic.
are these Canadian cheat devices then?
Yeah, well, Thomas has the advantage
yeah.
of niceness.
Where can I get a Canadian timer?
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, I suppose you want to hear our thoughts and such.
Yeah, let's hear that. It looked kind of like you were struggling near the end there, Tayman, with just sending enough garbage. Was anything on your mind then, or...?
I was losing my mojo, honestly. I have a Wii Classic controller that sometimes it can just feel alien in your hands. And I would say that Puzzle League is one of the most important games to have good controller feel.
I understand that well.
Same.
So at the
Sometimes
end,
you're
like, if it... Don't think I had any strategy towards the end with all those drop chains and combos and such.
I almost feel like with this game, just in some situations, it's better not to think, just so you're in the zone.
Yeah, and I know I didn't have the best performance, but I don't feel too bad with... I feel like I was keeping my head in the game a little better than I usually do. I tend to have a bad habit of raging and losing my focus. So even though it wasn't good results, I feel like I've improved my headspace for moving forward.
So there was this topic going on during the commentary about a Pokemon Puzzle League randomizer. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, we could... Well, one of the things we could do is randomize the order of the opponents. We could also have like an AI randomizer, so every stage you don't know if you're going to get easy, normal, medium, V hard, or S hard difficulty.
Imagine if you got Mewtwo on your first stage.
Oh, you just can't. Well, if you can't reset then. If you reset on first stage Mewtwo, your game just crashes forever. You can't go back.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, Tayman, I did have a question. I noticed you were trying to play out some of those matches. Is there like a certain time you'll play out the match to before you consider resetting, or is it just how well the AI is doing?
It tends to be if the AI is like still fairly low, like if they're just sitting on 2 rows of blocks plus the clearing garbage all weighted out, and sometimes there's like a decent chance they'll get too greedy and run themselves out of blocks. If I end up messing up my setup, I'll stop right away and give it a fresh go. I think I had one go on Richie where I would have had the quick kill if I didn't accidentally have a 7 at the beginning, because he had a perfect opening on the side.
All right, and I will say we did notice you are really quick to reset sometimes. Occasionally, you actually had the setup for a quick kill even, and you still reset.
I think on those times they were maybe like halfway up with blocks, or they had more blocks than I was comfortable with, and I just figured there's a higher chance of them just bringing me on for like a minute or two.
Okay. And FFR, I noticed nothing but reset strats. I assume that's just how you play this game?
Yeah, that's basically just how I go about this game now. Because, yeah, cards and I kind of figured out that's just the best way to go if you're consistent at getting those quick kills. Sometimes if the AI is like low on blocks, or they get like, say, a pattern that they can botch, then I may wait it out. but once they're in the clear, then you might as well just reset.
Alright, so it's basically similar to what Tayman just said. I haven't heard that same response from just about everyone now, I think, so I'm thinking that's something that's just kind of accepted.
Everybody is just falling for the Forky strats. He's tricked all of you.
If I don't call it Forky Strats, have I really fallen for it?
Now, Forky strats is Mystery Chains. I just remember that Forky was like one of the early supporters of reset strats.
I want to say the Forky strats, like, you only do that at the end, where you just keep chaining and then hope they run themselves out of blocks. And then,
Yeah.
But I don't think we had, well, at least I didn't have that many of those. AI was not doing me many favors.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I honestly feel like, I feel pretty good because I think I kept pace with Thomas up till like about Geo or so on both rounds, and then Geo just thinks 8 minutes is acceptable. So I'm going to be calling his manager tomorrow.
Richie and Gio were definitely giving you the business this time. Thomas, do you remember I think it was the second Gary 2 fight where he was down to the last row and made it clear that it didn't touch any garbage? Like, do you remember seeing that? You broke flag
totally
there
saw
for a little bit when that happened.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's got yellows. Oh, hey, he screwed it up. Okay, we'll take that.
Just don't question it. Never question it.
You always take those.
Yeah, I don't know. The AI is weird sometimes. So sometimes for those kinds of clears, if there's like a color on like the far side, they always line up the other two of the same color to the one on the far side. They never tend to line up the ones with like in the middle of the stack. It's really weird.
I'm guessing it probably scans like either from left to right or right to left. So if it sees a color like right on the border, it'll go for that one because it sees that one first, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I bet their scanning process of looking for matches is very similar to that of Tetris Attack and Panel to Pawn for Super Nintendo.
Is that AI more understood than the Puzzle League AI?
I'm not sure.
Well, the SNES AI scans top to down. Like, they start from the top and then they work their way down looking for matches. So the SNES AI, believe it or not, is a lot better at finding second tier matches.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like they always see it in Tetris Attack, but in Puzzle League they don't always see second tier for whatever reason.
Yeah, like I've played this game enough that it feels like it's random whether the AI will see second or even third tier or not.
I don't know if well, I usually just don't have third tier very often in PPL because usually the garbage you send is so big, or the chain you send is so big that there isn't room for third tier as much.
Yeah, that's true. Third tier is very, very rare.
You see it a lot more in Tetris Attack because usually you're sending like a lot smaller chains with combo spam to top them off as fast as possible.
I mean, I see third tier a lot, but that's also just my playstyle with the rapid fire chains.
Yeah. Puzzle League is a very weird game. We may never fully understand it.
Yeah, Puzzle League is just like the universe.
Alright, FFR. how do you feel about the next guy? I've heard he's like the best in the tournament, favored to win. How do you feel going up against him?
Well, it's another match. All the matches are going to be really hard at this point. But I do hear Vaporeon is ready to rip another opponent apart. So we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully Ishman can still clutch it out.
Well, it's either going to be you or Forky to bop cards. Hashtag bop cards. So.
Yeah, chat, spam that cards.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off, but GG to both of you. Congrats, FFR.
Yeah,
It's a shame that you'll have to be taken out. It's a shame that you'll have to be taken out by flag, but
Or the other way around.
or the other way around.
I kind of want it for me to win because I got a long road ahead.
At this point, I'll be honest, I'm just here to have fun at this point. Any victories I'll take, any losses I'll take as well.
I'm happy for placing 5th in my first ever tournament. I think that's pretty solid.
Well, now you have to fight Yume for who's actually fit.
Are we actually going to do that?
I mean, if you guys want.
I wouldn't mind. Just a redemption match. But I know I'm probably going to be grinding S hard tonight to redeem myself. Because I was... Wow, and right away I just forgot that there's a red there. But yeah.
I think that's about all I have as well, so I might have to be hopping out of here too pretty soon. Thank you everyone for watching, by the way. And thank you guys for the runs. They were actually really close. Or both of them were really close up until Elite Four. Well, even in the Elite Four, they were pretty close.
Yeah, I was kind of watching a little bit, like just keeping tabs on it. And like I know like I think I was going into Richie and then got walled, and then that's when FFR took me over.
Yeah, I was kind of anxious early on in the second game when I was like averaging 2 minutes per stage, because in my mind it's like that's not good enough. You know, I gotta be going through these stages a little bit faster than this.
Oh, in S hard, everything has a potential to be good enough. Gary, why did you go for that? Why did you go for the higher block?
Yeah, I had that troll behavior where the AI they go for the higher garbage. Like you think if there's 2-4 combos separated, you would think they would always go for the lower one first. But for whatever reason, they don't always do that. And that's kind of annoying when you think about it.
Oh, it's hella annoying. Alright, Gary, come on.
Alright, so I'm being called away here, but again, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you again, Fiesel, for having us on here. And make sure to check out all the stuff that we're showing off on the stream. Superplex, this is you can get it on iOS. It's basically Puzzle League, but you can swap up and down as well, and it's using touchscreen. We got Tetris Attack Online. We got the daily net play going on, and we got the Puyo Nexus. They got their own thing going on with Puyo constantly, and I think that's about it. we got there. Yeah, make sure if you're somehow not following Speed Gaming and you're watching, pop that follow button right now. I dare you.
Don't
So I
be
just wanted to add one thing about Superplexus. I believe next Sunday, so next week, they're coming back with I think it's weekly tourneys. Is it weekly or monthly? I'm not sure.
I think you're the best informed of us right now, so I'm not too sure myself. But anyway,
BB4Key would know better.
anyway, I think I'm gonna have to hop out of here now. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Yes, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope we put on a good show for you guys.
I don't in the top 4